Hey, what's happening, gamers? This is John, host of Video Games in the World, and welcome to Dragon Ball Z: The Legacy of Goku 2. So, you already saw the recap of this playthrough. So, now that we have trained for a little while, we are going to West City. Alright, Gohan, it's time to fly over to West City and meet up with Piccolo. Okay, this is where the game truly starts now. Or, because right now you're going to do a couple of quests in this game. And here's that con artist, Hercule. We're here. Hey, looks like there's a parade today. Piccolo said he'd meet us around City Hall, but I don't see him. I'm going to wait for him outside of Castle Corporation. If you find him, could you let me know? Sure thing, Dad. If you get lost, be sure to use the Red City map boxes that are posted around the city. Oh, and one more thing. Bulma said she has something for you at Capsule Corporation. You want to pay her a visit. And Piccolo is there. All we need to do is get Hercule out of the way.
Why, if it isn't one of my loyal fans?
Who are you?
I bet you know what you want. I know what you want. My autograph. There's not a little boy alive who wouldn't want the autograph of the greatest martial artist in the world.
Really, mister? Really, mister? I don't know who you are.
I'm always glad to. Wait a second. Do you just say that you don't know who I am? I'm Hercule. That doesn't ring a bell. Here's an autograph. Now scram, kid. I'm busy. Isn't anyone going to get me an open-faced club sandwich?
Well, Hercule... Well, this is a game, but Hercule doesn't really show up until after Cell announces his tournament. Okay, so we gotta get an open face club sandwich for Hercule, but first, let us go to Capsule Corporation. Or better yet, let's go to that restaurant to... Oh, thank you. Boys are always playing video games. Yeah, we are, but a lot of girls play too, you know. A lot of women and girls play video games too. Big Mouth? Such a name for a restaurant. Okay, so the journal is updated, so we gotta get a newspaper for this guy. Okay. So we're gonna go to Capsule Corporation. Here we are. Hey, what happened to you after you fought Frieza? Where there's a will, there's a way. But there were moments when I didn't think I'd make it. I thought it was a goner, but then out of the corner of my eye, I caught a glimpse of a spaceship. I think it belonged to the Ginyu Force. It was my only chance, so I went for it. There was no time for me to plot a course, so I fired up the engine and punched it. I made it off Namek with only a couple of seconds to spare. The only problem was that I had no idea where I was going. The next thing I know, I've crash landed on some strange planet. It turns out that I landed on Yardrat, and the inhabitants were really friendly. They were kind enough to nurse me back to health and fix my spaceship. Oh, and they even gave me new clothes. So once I was strong enough to make the trip, I packed up and headed home. Yup, that's how Goku, who survived the explosion on planet Namek. Okay, so now we are in Capsule Corporation. Okay, this is, and here we meet Dr. Brief. Hi, Gohan, I have a big favor to ask of you. The other day I was conducting an atmospheric experiment and I accidentally dropped a large supply of golden capsules out of the plane. These golden capsules are highly experimental prototype that I've developed. I lost 25 of them and it could be anywhere in the world. When you find them all, please come talk to me. Yes, Dr. Brief. Level 3. Level 2. Okay, so this is Bulma's place. Mrs. Brief, always with that smile. And she's always offering cookies, lemonade, and everything. She's a very hospitable woman, Bulma's mother. The only difference is that Mrs. Brief is very ditzy and happy, and Bulma, she's a nice girl, but with one hell of an attitude. And by the way, I just saw the new Nintendo Switch that's coming, the Nintendo Switch 2. Now, I'm very happy that they have GameCube games in it, but I'm disappointed in certain things. One, the Wind Waker is a Nintendo Online game sorry. Nintendo Switch Online. Sorry, let me rephrase that. What's disappointed me so far of the Nintendo Switch is that the Wind Waker is a Nintendo Switch Online only video game, and some games are going to be like $80. Total bummer and really disappointing. Hey, Gohan! While I was on Namek, I found one of the scouters that Frieza's troops were using. It was badly damaged and I've been trying to fix it. I need one more part to get it working. Could you run to the electronics store and give it to the owner if the owner this note? He'll give you what... And we need to get this scouter functional. Yeah, I remember when Bulma... I remember at the beginning of Dragon Ball Z, after Raditz died, that Krillin took the scouter from Raditz's dead body, and Bulma fixed it. She's a very smart... What I love about Bulma is that she's very, very intelligent. And pretty strong, too. Not exactly fighting material, but what I like about Bulma is that at first, in the very beginning of Dragon Ball, she seems like a damsel in distress, but she's not really She doesn't fulfill the trope of the damsel in distress. And Bulma is a true example of a strong female lead character. She may not fight, but she's very intelligent and very advising as well. And with one major attitude. Okay, so we're gonna have to go to the electronics store. Oh, there I am. Ooh, look, a Game Boy Advance. Whoa, you got the Super NES games here. Now, judging by the look of these Super NES games, this right here is like a Secret of Mana, Super Metroid, The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, and Final Fantasy IV, which in the US was released as Final Fantasy II. And there's a Game Boy Advance. Now, speaking of, since I spoke about the Super NES, I had a lot of Super NES games before I stupidly gave it away. Because I had my N64. But hey, at least I can play old school games online. Okay, time to go back to Capsule Corporation and then... and then continue with some side quests. Okay, time to see Bulma. Right, level 2. Hey, thanks! Now I can finish fixing that scouter. There, that should do it. The scouter. Press select and pick the creature or person that you want to scan hand using the control pad and the A button. Okay, look at this. Mrs. Breves is the wife of Dr. Breves. She is renowned for extraordinary baking ability. Now, the names of the characters in Dragon Ball Z are puns. What I'm talking about is that most of the names of the characters in Dragon Ball are named after foods. However, Bulma, the name Bulma comes from the word bloomers. Okay, looks like we have some corporate espionage right here. plus 3 strength capsule, and a plus 3 endurance capsule. Thanks. Okay. If you... Okay, let's just press this button to gain access to the East Tower. No, the West Tower, I mean. What are you doing up here? I just got lost. Oh, really? What's that in your hand? This. Uh-oh. Looks like we got a true corporate espionage right here. Okay, let's try this again. What are you doing up here? Oh, alright. I work for the Pod Corporation, one of Capsule Corporation's major competitors. When we learned that Capsule Corporation was developing a capsule that could contain living organisms, we had to learn the secret. I got a job working there as capsule scientist, so I could steal secrets and sabotage your research. Alright, you're coming with me! I found out who's been stealing the experimental capsules. He's confessed to everything. Newman! I should have known. You're going to jail. Rats. Thanks. Frieza, King Cold, and Mrs. Briefs. He is dead. Dr. Briefs. You know, Bulma said that in the history of Trunks, Bulma said that a lot of people thought that her father, Dr. Brief Eve, was crazy, but he became a well-known scientist and entrepreneur. You know, when I play this game, and when I talk to Bulma, all I can hear is the voice of Tiffany Vollmer and not the voice of what's her name again? God, I'm so bad with names. Monica Rial. Monica Rial. Yeah, I'm more into Tiffany Vollmer as Bulma than Monica Rial. Stephanie Nadolny, I can hear more as Kid Gohan and Kid Goku. But I gotta say that Colleen Clinkenbeard does a good job. Sparring with Yamcha. Yeah, you may still have the moves, but I'll get you next time, Yamcha. I'll get you. Yamcha was once a notorious bandit and is now a professional athlete and martial artist. Yeah, he played baseball. Now, in the Saiyan saga, Yamcha learned the news that Goku had died shortly after the fight against Raditz. Okay, we're done for now with Capsule Corporation. So now we're gonna play a little bit of Hero in this part. Okay, time to save some little kids. Oh, someone's gonna get fired. Okay, I'll help you find the kids. There's one of the gold capsules. We're gonna have some tough enemies. Not just a bunch of wolves. Okay, gotcha. Here's one of the kids. Only 3 more left. Now, cookies can restore a little bit of your health, but you know, it's okay. This should do a little bit for a little bit. Yes. Now, the scouter not only serves to detect power levels, but also it can serve as a map. You can use it as a map. Now, the creators of the Scouters were not the Frieza Force. The creators of the Scouters were the Tuffles. The Tuffles created the Scouters. However, when the Saiyans eradicated the Tuffles, the Frieza Force updated those Scouters. those little robots from the Red Ribbon Army. And there's Yajirobe. And look what I got. A Sensu Bean. Nice. Dios, Dios. There's one of the kids. And let's keep on going. Keep on going. And that's the last of them. Okay, time to go back so we can get that newspaper. Yeah. Next time, do better in your driving skills. Okay, let's get the newspaper for the manager of the restaurant called Big Mouth. Yeah, Hercule is pretty much a phony. But at least he shows some. But at least he showed heroism in the Boo Saga. A Face Club sandwich. Okay, Hercule, here's your sandwich. Oh, what's wrong now? Eyes of the Lion? Yeah, Eyes of the Lion is like a parody of the song Eye of the Tiger. Eye of the Tiger from Rocky 3. Dun, pum, pum, pum. Pum, pum, pum. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, let's go into that antique store. Why, thank you. Huh, antique stores. Imagine if I at an antique store, not only would I sell records, but also old school video game consoles like the NES. Or the N64. Ah, the N64. I still have my N64. And the games I got are Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Star Wars Rogue Squadron, Jet Force Gemini, Star Fox 64. I used to have GoldenEye, but I lent it to someone and never got it back. Stupid me. How dare I? I know. But still, I'm happy. And I also got the Resident Evil 2 for the N64. Personally, when it comes to Resident Evil 2, I prefer the PS1 version. Classic Resident Evil 2. But hey, the remake was awesome too. If it's called Eyes of the Lion, why is that music so crappy?
How's your training going, Gohan? You know, sometimes you can't rely just on yourself. You have to set that pride aside and let someone else take care of things. Anytime you find an obstacle you can't overcome, it might be a good idea to let someone else try.
Now Piccolo is available. So we're gonna play as our favorite Namekian, Piccolo. Now, Piccolo Jr. is the son of Demon King Piccolo, Piccolo Daimao in Japanese, and in Latin American Spanish, I remembered that he was called Piccolo Daimaku. Okay, so we're now going into the Triceratops jungle for a little extra training. Okay, so he's the same level as Gohan, level 10. There's a purple question mark. Only Trunks can open that door. Level 11. Oh, yeah? Gotcha. That's another one of the golden capsules. In Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, when you encounter an enemy, in the Saiyan Saga, Piccolo's like, looks like someone wants to die. Okay, about Piccolo Jr., he's the son of Demon King Piccolo. In Spanish, Piccolo Daimaku. So, when Goku defeated King Piccolo, Demon King Piccolo, Oh, by using his by using his Ozaru punch, piercing through King Piccolo's body, Piccolo still one last trick up his sleeve before his death. He spat out an egg, which contained Piccolo Jr. inside. Moments before he exploded. So when Goku went to train with Kami, he almost confused Kami with with King Piccolo. But he realized that King Piccolo that Kami was different into King Piccolo. Kami was a guardian of Earth, and King Piccolo and Demon King Piccolo was evil. So, Piccolo Jr. and Goku would fight each other in the martial arts tournament. It was one of the most epic fights I ever seen in Dragon Ball. Now, before Dragon Ball Z, the most epic fight I saw in Dragon Ball were that of Goku and Demon King Piccolo, and the next one is Piccolo Jr. versus Goku. That fight was so awesome. So, Piccolo Jr. at first was evil, but Goku decided to let him live because if he dies, then so will Kami. And if Kami dies, the Dragon Balls will disappear. Okay. We got a bunch of Triceratops terrorizing the farmers. Well, let's just hope these farmers, because these Triceratops are messing up the crops. Better be careful. Triceratops. And there's the Triceratops King.
I'm here to tell you they shouldn't be trying to run those farmers off their land. Those farmers have just as much right to be here as you do. I rule these parts, see? And humans are no longer welcome here. This place belongs to the dinosaurs now. Listen, I don't have all day. We can either do this the easy way or the hard way. Are you going to end this nonsense or what? I don't have to listen to you. I'm King Triceratops. So that's how it is. Guess we do this the hard way then. Looks like someone wants to die. Come on. Might as well regenerate. Better be careful. Miss me. Do I? Oh, looks like I'm gonna have to use a sensu bean. Oh, did I hurt you bad?
Okay, I'll give up. I'll do whatever you want.
How do I know I can trust your word?
I may not show the greatest hospitality, but I'm a Triceratops of honor. We will live here in peace with these humans. Come back one day, and you will find these fields of this village growing once again. Now please leave me alone so that I can sulk.
Okay. Okay, so this is a shortcut back all the way to the beginning from this of this place. There we go. Uh-oh.
Frieza! Frieza? But how? I am not Frieza. I am his brother, Cooler. Frieza had a brother? Yes, I'm the last surviving member of my family. You and your friends killed my father and my brother. I always thought they were short-sighted fools. However, they were still my family. I will kill you all now, but I want to fight Goku. If he dares, I will be waiting for him on New Namek. Revenge will be mine.
Oh my god, I still remember that movie, Cooler's Revenge. Well, now we're all done. Now we're pretty much all done for the quests in West City. Well, not exactly done yet. Okay, let's go into City Hall. The key to... Uh-oh. Yeah, right. Hercules is just an opportunistic, compulsive, lying con artist. Okay, time to go to the Warlord's domain. Okay. To the Warlord's domain it is. Level 14. But I'm going to train Gohan as well. After this video is done, I'm going to do a little bit of training to level up the characters. Level 12. Another one of the gold capsules. Excuse me for a moment. Be right back. Okay, everyone, I'm back. Sorry, nature called. All right. Some kind of magic is blocking off this cave entrance. Level 13. Okay. Splinter. Thank you for saving me. I've been held here by the World's-Men for a long time now. I cleared out a lot of those henchmen. There should be a safe path for you. Oh, thank heavens, I'm forever in your debt. Here, take this. I grabbed it from one of those henchmen. Thank you, sir. A golden capsule. God is the one. School is the one. Okay, almost leveling up. Gohan's almost there to level up. Level 14. Always be sure to check the map. Tiger Bandit Gang. The cool thing about Dragon Ball is that there's not only humans but also anthropomorphic animals and dinosaurs. I tell you one thing, man. Akira Toriyama, may he rest in peace, he was very imaginative. Okay, here we go. Oh, these guys think they're Tony Montana with their bazookas and shit. Gotcha. Level 16. Okay, so here we are now. Yeah, I was the one who stole the key to the city, but I have a good reason. Yeah, I bet. No, I'm serious. See, the reason I stole it was because Hercule doesn't deserve it. He claims that he defeated the warlord. He didn't. Day in, day out, that crazy warlord's men were marching around in the forest. It was driving me batty. I've been living here for 30 years and there was no way I was going to let these punks ruin my home. So I went out to that warlord's hideout and I went totally medieval on them. Wham, bam, karate chop to the neck. And that next thing I know, this Hercule guy is taking credit for what I did. Yeah, Hercule is a very opportunistic grifter. It's funny how his dishonesty never came back to bite him in the ass. Well, so that reporters won't swarm in on Goku and all the other Sea Warriors, they have to pretend that Hercule is the hero who defeated Hitzel. Okay, here we go. So let's go back to the city and give the key to the city to the mayor so he can give it to that opportunistic grifter called Hercule. Here's the thing, look. When I was a child growing up, when I was like watching Dragon Ball Z in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, where I lived, I saw it in Spanish, as I said in the last video. However, everything was uncensored. And when we finally got to the Cell saga and Hercule was introduced, he had his original name called Mr. Satan, And the reason why in America they changed it to Hercule is to avoid outrage from a bunch of religious leaders, because, you know, only because then if they didn't remove the name Mr. Satan, and if they didn't call him Hercule at the time, all these Christians would make protests against the show and try to ban it. But still, thank God for uncensored DVD. Got the city key. Level 18. Once I'm done with this video, I'm going to train Piccolo, but not now. I'll do it the next day because I got to hit the sack. So yeah, when I was regarding Dragon Ball Z and the character of Hercule known as Mr. Satan, when I lived in Santo Domingo, well, shortly after the character of Mr. Satan was introduced, some pastor or minister or priest decided that that because there's a character called Mr. Satan, they thought that the cartoon was diabolical. They thought that Dragon Ball Z was diabolical. And these pastors wanted to ban it. These pastors, priests, or Christian ministers wanted to ban it. Ah, Hercule. You need to learn some honesty. You know, I think that when in this part, going to West City is like in that episode where Goku and Piccolo will take driving lessons on Chi-Chi's orders. Okay. Well, and that's it for now, everyone. So I'm John, host of Video Games in the World, and have a good one.